magic key. Okay, now let's look at, got a lot to cover here. And the charts have even gotten ahead of me. And if we don't cover it, we won't even know it. So what you don't know, you don't know, but we want to know it. We do want to know it. So I'm just going to jump around a little bit. We're going to cover all 7 of these blues progressions here. We've got C7. This is bar 1 for the E-shaped F7. And then to G7. Okay, we've got the, so that would be that's the C-shaped blues, okay, which would be the Phrygian, because the Phrygian scale is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3, 4, 5. So we look at the bottom string for that C string shape. Then we're going to have things like the A7 to the D7 to the E7 blues, okay? So that's kind of like the Mixolydian blues, and then we have the G7 to the C7 to the D7 blues, you know? Alright. Sorry about that. So that would be the G7 blues, and that would be, if we want to zoom out for a second and look for that, it would be the G7, C7, D7 blues. It would be right up there, the Aeolian blues. Okay? So it's important to, you know, so I gave you a little background about the 7 different types of blues, and when you see a bar there, you see this bar, it means that's like a finger bar. But this one represents the fret nut, and that's a C7 half shape. So C7 half shape would start on a C7 half shape there. Okay, so we'd start like this. Alright, that would be like the Lydian box blues. Okay, so it's a progression, just like the others. No, so that would be the lid, and we're going to study that. We're going to see that. So where that is right here, up here in the Lydian. Now the interesting thing is with this system I have here. Okay, I've got a new way of indicating which cage we're in. We're just going to relate it all to the RKB. So notice the word, the acronym RKB, root key of the blues, is in every one of these cages. Okay, so with the C half shape, 7th chord, that's where this is played right here. So this is where the fret nut is. Okay, so now the notes that we're going to have here, by the way, whenever I'm in the RKB, I always have the 7 and the 4 in the reverse color. So, but we will be playing them. They're just not in the pentatonic scale because it's easier to identify a shape by its pentatonic scale. You see this red right here? Red is what color? What color note? Red is the color of the A shape. The A shape. Okay, so the A shape C would start on the red note here. Okay, so looking at it here, we've got the 5, the root. Okay, and then we're going to play the 4. We're actually going to play the 3 there. Okay, and then we're going to play the 7 flat. That's where we get our 7th. So we're just looking at the C7 half shape. Okay, it's 5, root, 3, 7 flat, root, 5. So right there, I didn't draw that blues note in, but we've got it now in the new charts. I have that. I'll show you that. All right, so the new method that I'm working with for sure, and hopefully you will be, is we're going to take the bottom 3 strings of the shape, the cage shape. Okay, in this case, it's 3 strings from the string shape that has the tritone. So if we have the C here, the tritone blues note is the 5 flat tritone. So it'd go like this. It'd go. Now the 7 flat is there. This is, we read it right off the chart by inspection. 6, 7 flat there. Root 2. Then we have our 3 flats. So we've got something like this, just like that. Let's look at it. Let's look at it this way. We've got our S3, SC3 here. Okay. The way I put it in the next chart might be a little better to look at. So let's advance to the first of the focus charts. The focus charts are dealing with chart 573, Rootmaster Blues. We're going to do every one of those 3 7th chord blues. I have 7 charts from 573 to 579. So I've pretty much blown this up so we can see it easier. But I want to draw your attention to this up here. Alright. So now we're looking at the root key of the blues, and we're just going to be looking at the bottom 3 strings in this case. Now if the C string shape came on one of the middle strings, we'd be looking from there on up. It's 3 strings from the tritone string, which is the blues note anyway, that we're always interested in looking. Okay, so you can just go like this. Okay, we're not playing a flatted 6 or a flatted 2nd there, but the arrangement of the scale on the guitar leaves those notes out for us. We go to the BMDK. The tritone string is on. Now notice that the A shape here is the cage advance of the C shape. So the tritone 5 flat, remember 6 flat in the blues magic key is 5 flat in the root key of the blues. So on the same string. Okay, so we just build 3 from there, and it's on the same string with the blues master pent key, where we're going to a D shape. So we got this, then we go like this. So in other words, we're going to be playing more than just the blues note there. So we got C in the root key of the blues, then we go to blues master pent key. Now remember, blues master pent key from over here. We have our little, yeah, I brought it over here in these charts. So the blues master pent key goes +1 P. P goes counterclockwise, so we go to the D shape there. Okay, remember, C goes to D shape +1 pent. Okay, we got our root key of the blues and C7, right? Then we go. So let's do it kind of rhythmically. Alright, so the important thing to remember about the blues pent key is we want to stay in a pentatonic scale, but we can hit a blues note if we want, and we can kind of slide through the anti-blues notes. They are there, and they are in the first 3 strings from the tritone string shape. It kind of fits into the system, but you would use it differently. doesn't sound too good because the blues pen key should be played pentatonically, but you certainly can hit that same blues note on the bottom. So one more time. It would be also on the top string there. So that was kind of rough, but we have to cover the rough spots. I have a tendency to cover the rough spots before covering the easy stuff. That's what makes me tough. That's what makes me tough on the guitar, is I'll go right for that rough spot, for that shape that doesn't comply, that's a half shape, that doesn't quite fit the system. I'm always looking to see where the system, what shape or what particular instance doesn't fit in, and see why. So the mix key, same thing. Okay, it's just the Mixolydian scale. So but it has blues notes. It has the flatted third. If we go 3 string shapes above the flatted fifth, so it's just that 3 string shape rule on the diatonic keys. It works. Okay, so we can just play. So no matter what diatonic key we play, we're looking at the 3 string shapes that are above